This is going to be a non-terminal instructions for installing fade monitor script. Close this. Fade monitors. Okay. I will be updating the release at some point, but that will be later. So we need to install the dependencies. I'm on the GitHub page for it, github.com/hash7/fade monitors. You want to pull up, give me one sec. Go to menu, click on menu, type in software manager. You'll get software sources or software manager. You want software manager. And we have to install the dependencies. So dependencies are right here. Xprint idle, BC, X2 tool, and then X11 server utility. This is a just in case. You're going to type in Xprint idle. So Xprint idle right here. Double click on that, install that. And then we also need BC. So type in BC, hit enter. BC is right here. Double click on that, install. And we need Xdo tool, if that's how you pronounce it. Click on that, install. And X11 server utilities, just in case. X11 server utilities. Double click on that. A quick note here: if you ever decide to uninstall applications through the software manager, please leave X11 server utilities. It's a system package that your whole desktop depends on, not just this script. Removing it by simply clicking remove from software manager can break your graphical environment. So just go ahead and leave it there. And it should be installed. Okay. So once we install the dependencies, we can go ahead and install the actual script. So you're going to download the script. We're going to click on fade monitors enhanced dimming.sh. And then to the right of raw, you're going to click download raw file. Right? I've already done this a couple times. This is going to go to your downloads. So open up your downloads. We're going to right click on this. You're going to hit cut. This will take it, delete it from wherever it's at, and then paste it into wherever you want it. So we're going to go to home. You might not have show hidden files. We need to click, check show hidden files, and you're going to look for .local. So .local, double click on that. If you don't have a bin folder in .local, you want to go ahead and create that. So create new folder, type bin as the name, bin, and go ahead and do that. Double click in there, and then here's where you want to paste the script. Okay. So once you've done that, you're going to right click on the script. You're going to go to properties, permissions. You're going to check allow executing file as program. So make sure this is checked. Go ahead and close. And then before we run, you can make changes to the script if you want. Don't worry about messing up the script. The way it's set up right now, there's a very good chance you can make a syntax error or something. It's okay. Just re-download it. And it'll have all the defaults already. Day active brightness is whatever your mouse is your active monitor, right? So if you have mouse-based dimming enabled, your other monitors, as soon as you run the script, will fade to or dim to whatever setting you have the day dim brightness to, or the night dim brightness, depending on what time it is. And when you run a script, the day active brightness will set your active monitor to this setting here. 1.0 is max, and then you can go 0.1 to 0.9 or 1.0 if you want that. Idle brightness is the idle toggle, your idle settings. Night start, it's in 24-hour mode, so this is 5 o'clock, 1700 hours. Day start, have it set to 7:30 right now. You can change this to whatever you want. but it'll be in this format. So zero, like if you want to do 6:30, 0630, 7 o'clock, 0700. Okay. Enable gamma is false as default. If you want to change that, you literally just delete this and do true. Okay. You have to be sort of exact here, but again, don't worry about messing up. Like if you accidentally did this and then did like true or something, it's not going to work. So, oops, false. Any changes you make here, smooth transitions are the dimming, how the instead of instant dim, it like fades into or fades out. Those are the settings for that. Instant mouse dim is turning this off basically. So when you switch over to the other monitor, it'll instantly change the brightness rather than fading into it. And then I have the instant idle dim as false right now, which means it'll when you turn on idle, it'll fade into. It'll apply these settings. So the instant is like if you want it to instantly happen, right? And then this is a transition from day to night. So when it hits that time that you set up here, it's going to transition into the either the day active or the night active brightness, right? And if you want that instantly to happen, you can turn this to true. Right now, the default is false, so it'll fade into the brightness. So any changes you make here, like if you want to change the night gamma or the gamma settings or whatever, just go ahead and click save. Save, and then you can close that. And then you're going to right click, or sorry, just double click on this. And you want to hit run. Run will instantly run this script. Okay. And it should apply the active day brightness settings immediately. Aside from that, if you want to, well, I'm going to show a different way in this video how to assign the toggle keys. But for startup, you're going to have two options. I think I'm going to show how to do the fade monitors applet in this video as well. But you're either going to install the fade monitors applet, and as long as you have the fade monitors applet on your panel, it'll instantly run the script when you start up your computer. But if you don't have the fade monitors applet, you're going to have to set to startup. And startup is just menu, search for startup applications. And then in startup applications, you'll want to search for this script. You want to search for this script, and you'll want to search, well, basically how I have it in the README if you're installing bind keys. Actually, you don't necessarily need that, sorry. You just want to search for the script. And I'm going to show you how to do, I have to show my, no, I don't. We're going to do the toggle, the default toggle stuff. So right click on your panel. Mine is transparent. It comes up. You're going to click system settings, or you can search for this as well, system settings. And we want keyboard. So let's go to shortcuts. We're going to create a custom shortcut. Sorry, this would be the list of your custom shortcuts. Add custom shortcut here. We're going to name it, oops. I hit caps. Fade. You can name it whatever you want. Monitors. This is mouse. We're going to do mouse space. Mouse dimming toggle. Okay. And for the command here, you're going to, this is where it gets a little, because you can't just copy paste this into the command. This needs to, the tilde here auto populates home and your username. So, and you don't need the quotations for this. So we're just going to go up to local, paste that in. But then here, it needs to be add /, type in home /, and then in between the 2 slashes, it needs to be your home username. Okay. So whatever that is for you, you type that in, and then everything else should be the same. It's going to go to .local, going to go to bin. And then here it's actually pulling from the script that you put into .local bin. Okay. It's pulling off the toggle from there. So I guess I'll just put mine home. I have to kill bind keys. I forgot to do that before. Go ahead, add. It'll show up here. Unassigned, you're going to assign the key bind for that. So you can double click that. And then I have mine F10. You can use whatever key you'd like. Just hit the key there. You're going to double click and it's just going to pick an accelerator. And you just go ahead and pick that one. So let's make another one. This one is going to be fade monitors, idle dim toggle, whatever you want to name it. And we're going to pull this, just copy this in exactly that. You don't need the tilde, you don't need the quotes here. If you're going to copy paste this into bind keys, you need everything here. So paste that in, and the same exact thing. You need /, type in home /, and then your home username. Hit add. Double click. And I have it as F9, but you can pick whatever you want. And that should be it. That should work. And it should immediately work. Like you can just check it from here to make sure it worked for you. Now I'm going to show how to put in the applet. Again, if you want this to start up, the script to start up when you like restart your computer, you want it to auto start. You're going to have to go to startup applications, add a new command, and find the fade monitor script where you place it in .local, and go ahead and add that. If you don't want to use the applet, but I'm going to show you how to install the applet here. And that will, as long as you have the applet on your panel, will auto start the fade monitor script. I'm going to delete this because I'm using a different program. And you only want one or the other. I'm showing you 2 different ways here. I should have put this in the beginning. I apologize. You don't want both. If you're going to use the system settings keyboard custom shortcuts, don't use bind keys. If you're going to use bind keys, don't put in the system shortcut for this particular keybind. Okay? Pick one or the other. Otherwise, they'll conflict. And I'm not sure what will happen, actually. What are we doing? Okay. I'm going to show you how to install fade monitors applet. Okay. So here, let's go home. We're going to go to .local again. And then here we need to go to share, cinnamon, applets. Here you should have potentially some applets, depending. You're going to have to make the fade monitors folder here. So right click, create new folder. Make sure you type in or just copy paste exactly this. Fade monitors at High Sovereign. Exactly the way it is. Create the folder. And then once you've done that, go ahead and open it. And you're going to download the applet and the metadata. So again, I just clicked on the fade monitors here, and we're going to click on applet. And same thing as the script, you're going to download the raw file, which brings it up here. If you click on here, it'll bring up the downloads. We're going to cut, and then you're going to paste in here, right? And same thing for the metadata, that JSON. You need both of these. We're going to download a raw file, open it. you're going to cut, right click, paste. Okay. And that should make the folder for you. Now we're going to restart Cinnamon. So Alt F2, type in R, restarts it, and let's go remove. I need to, oh, I will, I'm going to make a config and stuff, but that's, I'm getting besides the point. Add fade monitors. So just click add. And once you add it, it should run the script. So your brightness, yeah, should be here. Enhance fade monitors is what it should look like. If you just left click on that, you'll have mouse dim, idle dim, a status of whether the script is running, start, stop, and then you can open the script from here as well, as long as you put it in the correct place. And this having the applet, like I said, will run the script when you restart your computer, so you don't technically have to add it to startup applications. But if you don't have the applet, you'll have to add it to startup applications. You don't necessarily need it. And one thing I should say is if you do a like a restart or something that essentially stops the script, if you click on this, it'll say running, but you'll obviously see that it's not dimmed or anything. You'll need to stop it here and then just start it again. And it should start it just fine. The equivalent for the terminal on this is you'll have to run the kill command and then do the run command again to run the script again. Or I'm not sure how to, anyway. That should be it. I'm rambling now. That should install the script into your computer, and then you should be able to have the fade monitors applet. I'm going to make some more changes to this eventually, probably very soon, and then update the release and everything. And that should be it, but I will be doing that later. As besides this video's point, I think I'm done. I hope you have a great day. Thank you very much for listening to me. I apologize if I put in anything unnecessary, but have a great day, guys. See you later. Close.